Hello, it's Danny Matthews. How y'all doing? So you're about to see a presentation about how to get the most out of your project search experience. So watch closely. When we get together to talk about the material, I hope that you guys will have some ideas, some questions, some thoughts about it. So here we go. So there will be a lot of different options for you in terms of the internships that are available. So you'll have to think about it. Project Search at UTMC is the first step on your path to a great job. During your time at Project Search, you will be given opportunities to learn job skills that you can take with you to a variety of paying jobs. You can list the skills you learn in Project Search on your resume and on job applications. Take a moment to think about the types of jobs you want to do. What internship sites do you think would be useful for you if you want to be prepared and qualified for the type of job you want? So you'll see here representations of the different types of work, from housekeeping and cleaning to stocking, food service, and clerical. If you're interested in jobs that involve cleaning tasks, such as housekeeping at a hospital, office, or school, there are several internship sites at UTMC that can be useful to you for building the skills that are necessary for that type of work. Can you guess what some of those sites are? So, the most useful are going to be these. Environmental services, which we shorten to EVS, and that includes housekeeping in terms of cleaning patient rooms and learning that process. Also, there is the floor policing on the main lobby level, and a few other things in addition. Then we have the work in those patient units, the ones that we describe by their floor and wing location. All of those are great places to learn some cleaning skills, particularly the ones on the east tower or east wing. All right, and south wing. Endoscopy is fantastic for learning cleaning, as is the HLVI Cardio Fitness Program and Rehab Services Community Fitness Program. And then food services in the busser position or dining room attendant position. You have lots of opportunities to learn those types of skills. You might picture yourself working in materials management, which involves stocking, filling orders, and generally making sure the supplies a business needs are in the proper place and that the workers who need them can easily access them. What are some of the internship sites where you can learn the skills related to this kind of work? So the main sites for this type of work are going to be materials management, or the CSR room is a location within materials management where the intern is based. A lot of those patient units, again, can involve a certain amount of stocking, some floors more than others, but we can look at those individually for you. And then in environmental services, as the laundry assistant, a lot of stocking is involved in that role. Maybe working at a restaurant or a kitchen at a school or hospital is something that you hope to do for a living. Do you know which internship sites would be the most useful to you if you want to work in the food service industry? Let's take a look. So food nutrition services has a lot of different roles. We have prep cook, which could involve putting together meals that will be delivered to patients, or perhaps making specific things like salads or fruit bowls, sandwiches. Then there are the meal cart runners. Now, the cart runner is responsible for taking the meals up to the patient units for patients at their meal times. And then again, the dining room attendant or busser might occasionally be involved in helping get some food products onto the cafeteria line. Do you imagine yourself working at a desk in an office or reception area? If so, you will need to build your clerical skills. What would be the most helpful internship sites for that purpose? So think about that. Do you remember any of those that we talked about? So right now, for learning clerical skills, your best bets are G2, which is the location of the PT and audiology outpatient clinic, where you would assist the office staff at that clinic to do filing, some med records chart prep, and some other things. And then human resources would involve some filing and collating, putting together packets for new employees, and a lot of other things, a lot of special projects in addition. So you might want to work in the medical field, but you aren't interested in providing hands-on care to patients. Do you remember the name of the internship site that gives people the opportunity to learn a skill set that is related to medical care, but doesn't involve providing care directly to patients? Remember that. And it was sterile processing. Sterile processing. That's the one where the intern learns many of the skills required for work as a surgical technician. To move into a paid position in the field, additional certification is required. Certification can sometimes be achieved on the job. Sterile processing consists of cleaning, organizing, and otherwise maintaining surgical tools. So it is a vital role of the hospital that the surgical technicians perform. They make sure that the equipment used during surgeries and procedures is properly cleaned and in the right order and grouped properly with instruments so that they'll be ready for the doctors. And then one last thing. As you contemplate your next internship placement, please remember all the internship sites provide valuable opportunities to learn skills and gain experience in a real-world business. Well, I hope you learned a lot, or maybe you already remembered it, which is fantastic too. But either way, I thought it would be a good time to catch back up on what your options are whenever we do get back to UTMC to continue our on-site skills learning there. We'll probably have several weeks where you'll continue with wherever you left off back in March. But then within a few weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks actually, it'll be time to figure out the next placement, the next internship site for you. So it's really important, I think, right now to start thinking about where you want to be next in relation to what your employment goals are. So I'll be helping you with that. Your job coaches will too. Certainly you're going to maybe talk to people who you're close with in your family or friends, or perhaps providers from other aspects of your life, whatever it is. But at any rate, be thinking about this. So when we catch back up and talk, again, I hope that you're able to tell me your thoughts about it right now, and we can get into what your ideas are, and I'll share my thoughts with you. All right, so until then.